Welcome, welcome, everybody. I am Adina. You guys are Beyond the Veil. Happy Tuesday. Happy day of Mars. And blessings to all of you. For those of you who care, just to get a little quick business out of the way, the Venus ceremony is going down next Friday. So you guys have up until next Friday to join. It is $50 per person. The day after the ceremony, which will be February the 1st, I will send you guys a link to view the video privately here on YouTube, as well as a clip or so being posted on my Instagram page. This is not just to attract a lover. That is a benefit of it. Venus energy is for you first and foremost. Before you can express or attract or receive any love from outside of you, it has to well up inside of you and overflow. I believe in attracting from a spirit of gratitude and abundance already in overflow. And so this is just to invoke the energy of Venus in you so that you can get all of the benefits of it. Venus also rules luxury as well. So think about it in terms of that way if you're trying to manifest a soft life. This reading, I'm just going to check up on Wendy Williams really quickly. You guys, I'm using my new deck for the first time, and the cards are so excited. They can't wait to be seen. I checked in on the energy of the cards to see how we were going to mesh after I blessed them and initiated them in. And it was the sun energy and the strength card. They can't wait to be seen. They were like, oh my God, you have people? You mean it's just not going to be you and me? There are people who are going to see us? Amazing. So the cards are ready to be seen. Let me show them off. This ain't for me. This is for the cards. Look, that strength card. Yes, honey, we are seen. We are seen. Get your life. Anyways. I'm going to nickname these cards Rich Bay because they feel like they like the life of luxury. Very, very, very dynamic deck. We shall do wondrous things together. Anyways. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirit and the soul of Wendy Williams. Please allow me to conjure up the spirit, the soul, the energy, the consciousness of Wendy Williams. I see gray, something gray. Wendy Williams, what is the energy going on around you? You just did interviews. I can tell you are fighting for yourself. Your right as a human. That's what it seems like by your recent public appearances. Wendy Williams, what is going on in your life with you right now? What is going on with you post the interviews that you've just done? What is the predicament that you are in? I've done this reading already on you before, and I know exactly what I saw your predicament would be, but what's going on with you now, Wendy Williams? It seems as though Wendy is being silenced through the court. She's being made a hostage through the courts. She has no say in her affairs. Again, there is someone that has been appointed over her, that attorney that she's never met, represented by the moon here, has never even been close to meeting Wendy, but makes all her legal decisions and keeps her bound into some sort of contract that benefits not only Wendy, but the people who enforce it, allegedly. The problem is that they are handling Wendy's money. They get to decide how it flows, where it goes. It flows from up top, which is the people who are enforcing Wendy's situation, and it gets doled out to Wendy and whomever down below. And that seems to be the reason, Two of Pentacles, for this Two of Swords situation here, is to get control of not just her money, but her assets, the asset of Wendy Williams included. I also see from the water in that card that medication is being used and the medical community is being used, I believe, in this abuse of Wendy Williams. This is them saying dementia and her inability to take care of herself. But because this is the Magician card, I'm going to say that there are many aspects at play here as to why Wendy is in the predicament she is. At the top, black magic. Because black magic is the intention to manipulate means and energies or means like courts and systems to do something against the will of the person. That's why I call it black magic and witchcraft, because the intent was to hold Wendy Williams put her in a position or manipulate her will against her, manipulate someone's will against her. And it seems that all the means were employed because all the elements are on this table. The medical community, the bank system, the mental health system, the media, everybody, all those different entities played a part in manipulating forces against the will of Wendy Williams. If it weren't for outside forces inflicting their will or imposing their will on Wendy Williams, Wendy would not be in the situation she's in. Wendy, unfortunately, I believe things might get better for you in the near future. I mean, worse for you in the near future. If not worse, then they're not going to change. But it's worse because you spoke out. It feels like you are going to be punished or retaliated against for speaking out publicly by the conservatorship. Because the goal is to make you seem like you are not right mentally. I believe that they were poisoning you in some way. Even when you were on your show, sipping that tea out of the mug, I think that you were being poisoned. And if you were on any medications back then, prescribed by your doctor, I believe that something that your doctor may have been prescribing you wasn't right as well. But there seems to have been an effort. So there were multiple sources giving you substances that you were taking, even when you thought you were in your right mind, that were inducing these issues on you. And I believe that your son was cut out of having any close contact with you or any say-so as well. I believe that Wendy Williams is fighting. I believe sometimes when she breaks through the fog of induced psychosis, I think that's when we see Wendy trying to fight for herself. But then the conservatorship steps back in order to put her back in an induced state. I believe that Wendy shook the tree. She exposed some things and some people, specifically the attorney and the person whoever oversees her conservatorship. I believe that these people are in it together. They're the one who built this situation. And Wendy absolutely gave us the people that are responsible for having her in this situation. She gave us the right people. Hopes and fears is that she'll never be free because she knows that they continue to somehow induce her some way. And it's made her have permanent issues. So even if the issues weren't there at first, the medications that they give her, the poison that they put into her, it does sedate you. It makes you that way. That's how Britney Spears got permanently messed up. all that forced induced psychosis, now they don't even have to drug her anymore because she's permanently messed up. This is what they hope for Wendy, and this is what Wendy fears. But it seems that there will be some progress with Wendy Williams. Also, I don't know if they may move her. Three of Wands. I see something good coming in for Wendy Williams. It seems like her speaking out assembled some help around her. The outcome, Wendy, is that your battle for yourself will gain some ground. It will gain some ground because you've got the people, your community, the people who support you and love you behind you, and you shook the tree and exposed the people behind your situation. So even though in the near future, you know, it may be tough, the outcome though is that you have made some grounds. It seems like you've assembled some people who may want to look into your situation and join your fight. That's what this Three of Wands is. You've got some people that have joined your fight because you spoke out. The Tower reverse. These people are trying to take Wendy Williams out, and if not take her all the way out, keep her legally confined and bound into this conservatorship. And they have used people and systems around Wendy to get this done, like the courts, the medical system, and they have used those same systems to displace people in Wendy's life that were helpful or beneficial to her. This began during your show era, Wendy. I don't know if you fell out with your network in some way, but near future. Wendy, for speaking out, I think that they are going to be medicating you in the near future. They might prescribe you something different, but in the near future, because of the legal situation that you are in, they have right to keep you medicated because they have got the medical community to agree that something is wrong. So in the future, I see you being medicated. They may switch it up. They may give you something new. But because of you speaking out, they want to induce you again. Before you become lucid enough to continue talking. I think that there's a doctor involved that's crooked. I think that they will prescribe or agree to do something else to you. Give you something else. You have some family members, I believe, that are in on it too. Possibly. I don't know if someone's still doing juju on you or if someone around you has now start doing some kind of juju. If it's you, Wendy, you need it. You or someone around you needs to be employing some kind of spiritual help. Outcome again, and I'll end that here. No, Wendy, something good is going to happen to you. Something good is going to come of all of this energy here, even if they're still abusing you in the near future. You may have a really good day in court sometime soon, or a really good day in your fight for yourself and for your freedom. You will get somewhere. May not be major gains, but there will be gains for you, Wendy. So no matter what they do in the near future, I will speak this life into you that you keep your fight alive. Keep fighting. Keep your spirit alive, because that will benefit you, Wendy Williams. And anybody who supports her, keep sending healing energy to her. Keep praying for her freedom. Keep petitioning the spirits if you do spiritual work and stuff like that, and you just like to do work for people for the sake of it. Send Wendy fighting, fiery life energy. Speak life into her, because every time she claws her way out of that lucid, foggy haze, she's right back into herself, and she fights. And then they have to put her back down. But then the moment that fog clears, she's back and she fights. And this time, her going public like the way she did gained some grounds, because she exposed a little bit of the system that's being used against her. And some people who are listening aren't going to let that go. I believe Charlemagne the God may not let that go. So power on, Wendy Williams. Love you and love you all. Bye.